This week's episode of Kickin' It is brought to you by the Air Penny 5. Amazing shoe. A couple of the features I want to highlight on it. It has an iridescent wrapping all the way around the shoe. Right? It's got the glow-in-the-dark heel. Has a 1 cent logo. Awesome, incredible shoe. It's really lightweight. Really good look what they did with this shoe. The cool thing about the insoles, it has one has the state of Tennessee and a little star on it. I guess obviously where Penny was born, and the other one says balling was what I was born to do. So this is the Air Penny 5 Iridescent, or aka Cloaks. Enjoy the show.
Welcome back to a brand new episode of Kickin' It. I'm Snake Steve 09.
Kick 718.
So tonight's topic, we're talking about other brands retroing sneakers. So I've noticed that Reebok has been big retroing old school sneakers. They did a good job on the Sean Kemp's.
Yeah, that shit was love.
It started with the Allen Iversons. The question. Whoa, man, those were a big hit.
Wow.
And so they've been doing a really good job, man, of retroing. And now you got other companies starting to do it. Adidas starting to retro when the Tumbos are coming out. You know, so what's your thoughts on it?
I think it's a good look, man. I think, everything retro is in. So why not bring back a lot of sneakers that, maybe we didn't get because we were buying Jordans, we were getting Nikes. But it's good to see. I mean, the Matumbos came back. Pony's making a comeback. For a lot of you that don't know who Pony is, the older brand that was around in the 80s. Very basic shoe. It gives you more of that Nike Dunk, that Air Jordan 1 type look. No air units or anything, but still a classic. So I think it's good. Why not? Everybody else is retroing. Retro is in.
Exactly. Why not give some competition to Nike? Nike can't be the only brand that's doing old school, bringing out retroing old school sneakers.
Wow. And I love Nike. I'm sure you love Nike too, but it's good to see other people get in the mix and try to box them, because
it's good competition.
Nike's a big bully and shit. We love Nike. Nike, holla at me. So I think it's great. I hope more retro shoes come out. I like to see some Valleys. Remember the Valleys?
Oh yeah.
The Valleys are fire. You know what I mean? A lot of good joints, man. So.
Exactly. So I mean, it's good. I mean, I like all the Reebok stuff that they've been coming out with, and so I'm happy for them to bringing that stuff out. With the Reebok, they've done they hit home runs with the Reebok pumps, with Dominique, the D Browns, and I saw that they're gonna do a Marvel and Reebok line with the Reebok pumps. Man, they got some pictures of the Deadpool version. Oh man, those things are unbelievable.
Absolutely, that was a real good look.
Yeah, man. So I mean, I like it. It's healthy competition. It gets the juices flowing, so it keeps Nike on their toes. Trying to see, all right, they're bringing out this, so we got to try to see what we got to bring out to combat that. So I think it's really nice, because you hate to have just one company in the retro game.
Yeah.
After a while, it just gets boring. You want variety. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that way, it's not always the same thing after same thing after same thing. So, I think it's pretty cool that Reebok is getting into it. It's pretty dope too that Adidas is finally stepping up with it. I mean, even though, Adidas has some good stuff too, with the Derrick Rose line, that shoe is pretty dope. I like it. But it's nice that they're hitting, they're going back to the old stuff.
Yeah, like the Shaqs that they brought back.
Yes.
The Shaqnosis are dropping soon.
Yeah, those
they already dropped. I think it's good, man. I think it's about time. My question is now is, a lot of these people don't know shoes. What happens to the hype? How hype do they get? The resellers. The resellers are gonna have a field day with that. Where do you price them at? I mean, it's an older shoe, but now this is gonna test really the market of where the value of the shoe I think goes. You know, because if you resell a shoe that you don't know anything about, I mean, you could bust. You could lay all your cards out and fail on that one cop. It's going to be interesting to see what happens now when you have a variety, and the resellers have options to choose. You know. So.
But you know what? On your point, which is a great point. It's what it's going to come down to? All those sneaker blog sites. Because like all of us, we always check those different sites and read up on what shoes coming out.
Right.
So I'm guessing the resellers they're on those same sites as well. So if the blog sites are constantly talking about this shoe's coming out, this is a great shoe, classic, blah 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 blah, their mind is gonna be like, oh man, I can flip these for I'm gonna get some good money on it.
Right.
So I mean, if those blog sites didn't soup them up as much, I think the resellers wouldn't sell them for as much, or they would probably even pass on them.
Yeah.
Or the hypebeasts would pass on them because they're not talked about as much. But since the blog sites are going to be talking about them until the day they come out, that's what I guarantee you those Shaq Noses are going to sell out.
Oh yeah,
when they drop.
The first pictures of a celebrity with them is going to hit the net, and they're going to go crazy.
Even when the first Shaq Attacks came out, those sold out instantly. And then that was when we grew up, watching Shaq and everything. We saw those shoes and
breaking backboards with them shits. That's real.
When they came into the league, so it was cool to see those shoes come back out again. I like it. But hopefully, I'm sure that, for every shoe, it seems it's always hyped. So, you can never get away from that unless it's a shoe that nobody talks about. You can get away with it. So,
you want to see, what I want to see too is, I want to see what the quality is going to be like. Because I haven't copped anything retro that any other companies have copped.
I'm sure
dropped. Have you copped anything?
Yeah, I got a pair of the Reebok Questions.
The quality is good. That's what I want to see, because you got all these other sneakers. I mean, mainly the Jordans and whatever Nike's got, right? But a good comparison is what's the retro quality of the rest of the sneaker game compared to Nike. That's also a good one. In the comments and stuff, if anybody has, let us hear. Let us hear. What you think the difference quality is going to be like, what it is now. From the sneakers that you guys are copying and stuff. It's interesting. I want to know.
Yeah, hit us up on the comments below. Alright, that'll do it for this week's episode of Kicking It. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Kick718, SneakerSteve09. Until then, we out of here.
Alright, y'all. One.
Peace.
Yeah.